Hello everyone, welcome back to Healing Conversations, a space where we move from surviving to thriving, where we move from barely making it in life to actually enjoying life and living life to the fullest. And we do this by having honest conversations and taking one brave step at a time towards our healing, our restoration. My name is Jabu, and this week there's a scripture that I discovered a few weeks ago as I was doing my morning devotion, and it really struck me. So I have been sitting on it for some time now, and I just want us to talk about it. It got me thinking about the boundaries we set in our lives and just how we relate with one another. You know, it's one of those things where you can read something 100 times, specifically scripture. You can read it 1,000 times, but there are times when it just jumps out at you and you see something different in it, right? I know I'm not the only one who's experienced this. So that's what happened to me with this scripture. And the scripture is John chapter 2, verses 23. John chapter 2, verses 23 to 25. And it says, "Now when he was in Jerusalem at the Passover feast," this is Jesus, "many believed in his name, identifying themselves with him. This is after seeing his signs, attesting miracles, which he was doing. But Jesus, for his part, did not entrust himself to them, because he knew all people and understood the superficiality and fickleness of human nature. And he did not need anyone to testify concerning man and human nature, for he knew what was in man, in their hearts, in the very core of their being." Another version says, so we'll start from verse 24, after they believed in his miracles. "But Jesus would not entrust himself to them, for he knew all people. He did not need any testimony about mankind, for he knew what was in each person." Another version says he knew what man was capable of. So when I read this, it made me stop, Here is Jesus, and we're talking about Jesus, right? He is love embodied, right? He doesn't love, he is love. So he's love embodied. But here he is in this scenario, and people are believing in him, they are, throwing themselves at him, but he doesn't entrust, and the words used there are very interesting to me. He doesn't entrust himself to them. But at the same time, he doesn't stop serving, he doesn't stop loving, he doesn't stop giving. He's still kind. He's still healing. He's still preaching. He's still teaching. He's still doing all these things, but he doesn't entrust himself to them. That really got my juices churning, because most of the time, when we think about loving others, when we think about relating with others, at least that's what I have experienced. And I believe many of us are in the same boat. We think about just giving ourselves completely, just being a fool for love, and not just in intimate relationships, but generally, we just let people walk all over us. Because we love them. But here is Jesus. He did not entrust himself to them. I want us to dive a little deeper into what that really entails. And I want us to dive deep into this because in relation to healing and getting over things that have hurt us, sometimes we can allow ourselves to become hard, which is very understandable. I don't want to be insensitive here to the pains that we've gone through, the real hurt that we've gone through. And because of that, sometimes we are tempted to harden our hearts. Because I've been hurt, I will no longer allow myself to love. I'll no longer allow myself to be kind. I'll no longer allow myself to be nice. But again, we see Jesus here, who we are as Christians, right, are supposed to be emulating. He didn't allow himself to become hard-hearted. He didn't allow who people were or are to influence who he was or still is. He knew exactly what was in people's hearts. He knew exactly what their core was, but he didn't allow that to change him. And that's the correlation I want us to talk about today. When we've been hurt badly enough, and I think most of us have been at that place where we've been hurt badly enough, it's easier, or it's very tempting to become what hurt us. Which brings me to a scripture that I now love so much. I live by this scripture. It's insane. And this is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23. And it says, "Guard your heart with all diligence, for from it flow the springs of life." Other versions say, "From it flow all issues of life." This scripture is my mantra now during my healing journey. I am very, very jealous of my heart. I guard it with such jealousy now. And so this scripture that we're looking at today reminded me of this scripture because I believe this is exactly what Jesus was doing. He didn't harden his heart, which is what we usually tend to do after we've been hurt. Instead, he guarded it. He was very careful who had access, who he gave access to his heart. He didn't open his heart up to anyone and everyone. Even among the 12 that he picked, there were those that he was most closest to. And I believe it's because of this that we're talking about. He could see their hearts. But he still interacted with them, and he was still kind, and he was still all these things. He was still himself, fully himself, And so for a very long time, I struggled between hardening my heart and just guarding it. And I hadn't yet fully understood how I could guard my heart. But one thing I knew for sure was that I didn't want to give anyone that much power over me. Because you see, when we start allowing how people treat us to influence how we behave, we've given them our power. They are the ones who are controlling us inadvertently. Because without them behaving that way, we wouldn't harden our hearts. Now, we have to be very careful, right? We have to be wise. The Bible calls us to be wise. We have to be discerning. We are very careful about seeing people for who they are and then relating with them from that place. It reminds me of a quote that I've heard said very, very often. I first heard it from Tyler Perry, but apparently he heard it from Oprah, and apparently Oprah heard it from Maya Angelou. So apparently it originated from Maya Angelou. Well, I'll paraphrase it. Basically, she just says, when people show you who they are, believe them. Believe them. Most of the time, we try and make excuses for people because we want to look at people from who we are. Because I am kind, I think everyone else is kind. Because I wouldn't hurt someone that way, I think everyone else wouldn't hurt me that way. You know, but that's not how the world works. And I believe that's what Jesus was doing in this scripture. That's what he's teaching us to do. Let's see people for who they are. Relate with them from that place, but not let them change who we are. Right? Let's not give people that much power. Let's not let the wound that we have form our identity. Let's take the lesson from the wound, but keep our identity. Because we should actually be at a place where we love who we are. I certainly have gotten to a place where I love who I am. I love that I'm kind. I love that I'm compassionate. You know, I love that I try to see the good in other people. But now I am wise. Even when I'm seeing the good in other people, I'm not negating who they are showing me they are. They're showing me that they are mean. And I will not give them access to my heart. But I will still be kind to them and still relate to them from the place of the good that I see in them and trying to bring that out more. But I will not give them access to my heart. So I'm learning the lesson from the wound, but I'm not letting the wound form my identity. I still remain who I am. A loving, generous, kind, compassionate person. And again, I believe this is what Jesus is teaching us in this scripture. Jesus loved people deeply. You can see it from, throughout scripture. He loved people deeply. He had such deep compassion. He was burdened and hurt by their pain and sorrow. But he also knew people deeply. He didn't romanticize how he related with people. He called the Pharisees whitewashed tombs. He called them snakes. He saw people deeply. And he didn't sugarcoat it. He related with them from who they were. Even with Judas, I think that's the most sobering story. Even with Judas, or even with Peter. He saw who they were, but he didn't let who they were dictate his nature. He simply just changed their access to him. And I think that's such an important distinction, because I believe we've been taught two extremes. Either love just everyone, give yourself and without limits or boundaries because you're a Christian or because you are nice, you're kind. Or the other extreme is just block out everyone, be hard, But I love what Jesus is teaching us here. Be wise. Be discerning in how you relate to others. See them for who they are, but don't let that change who you are. Just change how much access they have to you. Change who has that sort of access to you, because you are seeing people for who they are and realizing, and again, you're not generalizing everyone is just the same. He called the Pharisees whitewashed tombs, he called them snakes, but he also sees this woman who had the issue of blood, and he says, "Daughter, your faith has healed you." He saw that soldier whose servant was unwell, and he said, "Your faith has made your servant well." He sees us individually. He doesn't just, put us in a block. Everyone is bad, which is what we usually do after we've been hurt. Now we block out everyone. We put up walls instead of gates, which I believe is what the difference between guarding our hearts and hardening our hearts is. Hardening is a wall. There's no gate, there's no access, it's just a wall. And a wall keeps out everyone. It keeps out the good people, it keeps out the bad people, it keeps out those who love us, those who hate us. It keeps out everything and everyone. A gate, though, we decide when and when not to open it. I love that analogy. Because we are the ones in control of the gate, which I believe is what guarding our hearts is. We see people, we analyze them. Oh, okay, you genuinely care, you genuinely love me. I will open my gate. And even then, it's not like all at once you just open wide your gate. But slowly, as you keep getting to know this person more and more, you open your gate and, okay, I've opened up to you and you have respected me, you have honored me. Okay, I'll open up a bit more. Oh, you know how to apologize, you know how to take responsibility. Okay, I'll open up a bit more. Oh, okay, so you are dishonest. Nah, we close the gate again. We are always attentive because we need each other. That's just the truth. We can't live in isolation. We need each other. But we also have to be very discerning. And so I really want us to take time to think about this. Life is beautiful when we allow others in. But we have to allow the right people in. And when we've been hurt badly enough, the temptation is to allow no one in. I pray that we will allow ourselves to not harden our hearts, but instead allow ourselves to learn the lesson and not let the wound dictate our identity. I pray that we'll allow ourselves to not give people so much power over us, so much that they change who we are. But instead that we'll keep our identity. First of all, that we'll learn to love ourselves. Because sometimes, well, I think most of the time, the very thing that our kindness is what causes people to hurt us. Because we're kind, then people take advantage of that when we're not wise about it, we're not discerning, and then we get hurt. And so we say, I'm not going to be kind anymore. But I pray that we will allow ourselves to love every bit of ourselves, flaws included, because not being able to discern who to open our hearts to is a flaw. So we accept that, and then we start learning from that. Take the lesson. Love ourselves fully. And learn how to guard ourselves. Yeah. Life is beautiful when we share it and when we allow ourselves to live freely. Not letting others dictate how we live our lives. I certainly don't want someone's cruelty to turn me cruel. I don't want someone's rejection of me to now reject everyone. Because when we begin to live like that, we end up hurting even the people that we love. Even the people who are truly there for us. The people who genuinely care for us. We close them out and we reject them and we hurt them. We actually hurt them because we're not discerning anymore. We've just put up a wall. I pray that we'll allow ourselves not to be that way and instead follow Jesus' example of guarding